What's up everybody, it's Mark, and we're back again with another TV review. This time, we're taking a look at the TCL 55-inch Class Q6 Series 4K TV. This is TCL's latest model for 2024, and it's packing some serious tech for the price. We're talking 4K resolution HDR support, QLED technology, the works, but how does it actually perform? That's what we're here to find out today. Specifically, we're looking at the 55Q651G model. You can find it right now on Best Buy for $299.99. For that price, TCL is promising a premium viewing experience without breaking the bank. So let's dive in and see if it lives up to the hype. Over the next few minutes, we're going to break down everything this TV has to offer, from its design and features to its picture quality and smart functionality. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to expect from the TCL 55-inch Q6 series and whether it's the right TV for your setup. Alright, before we get into the nitty-gritty of picture quality and all that good stuff, let's take a minute to break down the core specs of this TV. First up, we've got 4K Ultra HD resolution. That means you're getting 4 times the resolution of standard 1080p, resulting in a noticeably sharper, more detailed image. Whether you're watching your favorite movies, playing the latest games, or just streaming some content, everything just looks crisper and more lifelike, and it's not just about the resolution. This TV also supports high dynamic range, or HDR content. Now HDR is all about expanding the range of colors and contrasts that a TV can display. Basically, it makes highlights brighter, shadows darker, and colors more vibrant and nuanced. The result? A more immersive and realistic viewing experience, especially with HDR-compatible content. Now, powering all of this is TCL's QLED technology. If you're not familiar with QLED, it stands for Quantum Dot Light Emitting Diode. Essentially, it uses a layer of tiny quantum dots to enhance color reproduction and brightness. These quantum dots are able to emit light at very specific wavelengths, which translates to more accurate and vibrant colors on screen. So you get those deep, rich blacks, those bright, popping highlights, and a wider spectrum of colors overall. But it's not just about the visuals. The TCL Q6 also comes equipped with Smart Google TV. This means you're getting a full-fledged Smart TV experience right out of the box, with access to all your favorite streaming apps like Netflix, YouTube, Disney+, and more. Plus, with Google Assistant built in, you can control your TV with just your voice. And to top it all off, the Q6 boasts a sleek and modern design. It's got these super slim bezels around the display so you get more screen in less frame, plus the overall build quality feels solid and well constructed. Alright, so we've gone over the key features, but what did I actually like about this TV? Honestly, quite a bit. First and foremost, the picture quality is really impressive for the price. The 4K resolution combined with the QLED tech delivers a sharp, vibrant, and detailed image. Colors pop off the screen, blacks are deep and inky, and highlights really stand out. I watched a bunch of different content on this thing, from nature documentaries to action-packed movies, and I was consistently impressed with how good everything looked. The HDR performance is also noteworthy. In scenes with high dynamic range content, the Q6 really shines. The extra brightness and color depth add a whole other level of realism and immersion to the viewing experience. It's especially noticeable in scenes with bright highlights and dark shadows, where the TV manages to preserve detail and clarity in both areas. Another thing I really appreciated was the user-friendliness of the Google TV interface. It's clean, intuitive, and easy to navigate. Finding the content you want is a breeze, whether you're browsing through different streaming apps or searching for something specific. And with Google Assistant integration, you can control everything with just your voice, which is super convenient. I was also pleasantly surprised by the sound quality of the Q6. It's not going to blow you away or anything, but it's definitely above average for a TV in this price range. The speakers get decently loud, the dialogue is clear and easy to understand, and there's even a bit of bass presence. Overall, the TCL Q6 offers a lot to like. It's got a great picture, a user-friendly interface, and decent sound quality, all at a very competitive price point. Now, it wouldn't be a fair review if I didn't talk about some of the areas where the TCL Q6 falls a bit short. And to be honest, there aren't many major drawbacks here, especially considering the price. However, there are a couple of things to keep in mind. One potential issue is with motion handling. While the Q6 does a decent job overall, I did notice some slight blurring or judder during fast-paced action scenes or sports. It's not a deal-breaker by any means, but it's something to be aware of, especially if you're a big gamer or sports fan. Another thing to consider is the app availability on Google TV. While it does offer a wide selection of popular streaming apps, there are still some niche or region-specific apps that might not be available. So if you have any must-have apps that are outside of the mainstream, it's always a good idea to double-check their availability before making a purchase. I also noticed that the viewing angles on the Q6 aren't the widest. If you're sitting directly in front of the TV, the picture looks great. But as you start to move off to the side, the colors can wash out a bit, and the contrast can decrease. It's not a huge issue, but it's something to keep in mind if you frequently watch TV with a large group of people spread out across a wide viewing area. Finally, while the overall design of the TV is sleek and modern, the stand is a bit basic and doesn't offer any swivel or height adjustment options. Again, not a major drawback, but something to be aware of if you have specific placement requirements for your TV. Okay, let's dive deeper into what really matters: the picture and sound quality. Straight up, the TCL Q6 punches above its weight class in this department. The 4K resolution is the real deal. I tested it with some incredibly detailed 4K nature footage, and I was blown away by the clarity and sharpness. You could see individual leaves and trees, textures on animal fur. Everything was crisp and well defined, but resolution is just one piece of the puzzle. The QLED technology really elevates the viewing experience here. Colors are incredibly vibrant and lifelike without looking oversaturated or artificial. I'm talking those rich, deep greens in landscapes, those vibrant blues in a clear sky. It's all very impressive. And then there's the HDR performance. The Q6 supports HDR10, which is becoming increasingly common on streaming services. When you watch HDR content on this TV, it's like a whole other level of detail and depth is unlocked. Shadows have more nuance, highlights pop off the screen, and the overall image just feels more dynamic and engaging. Now let's talk about the sound. While it's not a replacement for a dedicated sound system, the built-in speakers on the Q6 are surprisingly capable. I found the dialogue to be clear and easy to understand, even at lower volumes. And when you crank things up for action movies or music, the sound fills the room surprisingly well. Is it perfect? No, there's not a ton of bass, and audiophiles might want to invest in a soundbar for that extra oomph. But for everyday viewing, the sound quality here is definitely above average for a TV in this price range. One of the things I really appreciate about modern TVs is how seamlessly they integrate into your smart home ecosystem. And the TCL Q6, with its Google TV platform, does this exceptionally well. Right out of the box, you've got access to a ton of streaming apps. Netflix, YouTube, Hulu, Disney+, you name it, it's probably here. But it's more than just having a bunch of apps. The Google TV interface itself is just so intuitive and easy to use. It learns your viewing habits over time and surfaces recommendations tailored to your tastes. So if you're constantly watching documentaries on Netflix, you'll start to see more documentary recommendations pop up on your home screen. And then, there's Google Assistant. This is where the smart in Smart TV really comes into play. You can use your voice to control pretty much every aspect of the TV. Change the channel, adjust the volume, search for specific content, even control other smart home devices, all without ever having to pick up a remote. I tested out the voice control extensively, and I was really impressed with how responsive and accurate it was. I could say things like, "Hey Google, play Stranger Things on Netflix," and the TV would instantly jump to the right show. Or, "Hey Google, dim the lights," and the TV would communicate with my smart lights to set the mood. Overall, the smart features on the TCL Q6 are incredibly well implemented. They're intuitive, responsive, and add a level of convenience to your viewing experience that you just don't get with traditional TVs. So there you have it, guys. The TCL 55-inch Q6 Series 4K TV. After spending some quality time with it, I can confidently say this TV offers a ton of value for the price. You're getting stunning 4K resolution, vibrant colors thanks to QLED technology, solid HDR performance, and a really intuitive smart TV experience with Google TV, all for a very competitive price. Remember, we were looking at the 55 Q651G model, which you can find on Best Buy for $299.99. For that price, it's hard to find a TV that offers this level of performance and features. If you're in the market for a new 4K TV, and you're on a budget, the TCL Q6 is definitely worth considering. I'll drop a link to it in the description below so you can check it out for yourselves. As always, thanks for watching.